Hey guys, I'm Laurie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get right to it. This is going to be an energizing flow. So let's do something a little unconventional and start in downward facing dog. So come to a tabletop position, shoulders aligned over the wrists, hips over the knees, then take the hands about 6 inches to a foot in front. Curl the toes under, start to engage through the core and send the hips up and back, keeping the knees nice and bent. Pressing through those palms, driving the chest towards the quads. And if you'd like, you can begin pedaling out the heels left and right. Go as slow as you need to. And start to connect with the breath, deepening every inhale and every exhale. And while you do that, think about a time that has been pretty challenging for you. It can be little, it can be small. If you can't think of any, then think about that time where you had to ride a bike for the first time. You started with training wheels, and then you took off those training wheels, and maybe one of your parents or sibling was behind you, encouraging you that you could do it. There was a fear of falling, not knowing if you're going to be able to do it, but maybe eventually you did, and it probably felt pretty good knowing that you could do something. You got past that fear, past that challenge, and you accomplished it. So when you're faced with a challenge, big or small, you can do one of two things. You can quit, nothing wrong with that, or you can grind, persevere, just keep at it. Keep going, keep trying, keep practicing. This is your practice, so why not practice? Start to reach both heels towards the mat. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, come back to that plank position. Release the knees under the hips, shoulders above those wrists. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, tailbone curls up. As you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Do that one more time. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. This time, as you exhale, neutral spine, curl the toes, push through those palms, send the hips up and back. Back to that downward facing dog. As you inhale, ripple back to that tabletop position, and as you exhale, send the hips back, release the toes, arms reach forward for child's pose. A few rounds of breath here, and then we'll repeat that segment, one breath, one movement. So give yourself a little wiggle in those hips, side to side. I like my knees to be wide, toes in. Gives me a little more opening in those hips, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. As you inhale, draw the hands to frame the face, push up through the palms, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, send it to down dog. As you inhale, back to that tabletop position. Exhale, arms long, send the hips back to those heels. A few rounds of breath here, enjoying this child's pose. And while you're here, just wiggle the hips side to side until you can find nice stillness in the center. One more round of breath. As you inhale, frame the face with both hands, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, send it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, back to that tabletop position. As you exhale, arms go long, send the hips back. Let that crown rest on the mat. Give the hips a little sway side to side if you still need it. Then start to find stillness. Reach the hips back to the heels just a little bit more. We'll do that one more time. As you inhale, push through the palms, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, curl the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale back to that tabletop position. As you exhale, child's pose. One more round of breath. Draw the hands to frame the face. Push off through the palms. Cross at the ankles and come to a nice seated position. Scoot forward, hands go to the backs of the hamstrings, and slowly make your way down to a nice position on the back. Inhale, point the left toe towards the sky. As you exhale, flex the foot, cross it over that right quad, making a nice 4 shape with the legs now. Draw the right knee in, hands go underneath that space you just created to grab a hold of that right hamstring. As you inhale, use the left elbow to open up that left hip. As you exhale, draw the right quad in. And just repeat that at your own pace a couple times. Getting a nice opening in the hip. Bringing it back to center. Got that heart rate up just a little, maybe. Now we're focusing on a deep release in that left hip. Inhaling, pushing through the inner thigh with that left elbow to open up the left hip. And then as you exhale, draw the right quad in by pulling it in with the hands. Keep both feet nice and active by dorsiflexing at the ankle. Just means toes are pointed in towards the shin. So this is a dorsiflex position, plantar flex, dorsiflex. One more round of breath. And then slowly release. Let's do the other side. Inhale, right toes to the sky. As you exhale, flex the foot, cross it over, draw the left quad in. Right hand goes underneath that space you just created. Left hand goes around the outside to grab a hold of that right hand. As you inhale, draw the right hip open with that right elbow. As you exhale, hug it in. And you may notice that one side is tighter than the other. That's this side for me. It may have been the other side. There's always a reason behind it, but I don't want to get into that right now. Focus on that nice, deep and present breath. One more round of breath. As you exhale, draw the right knee in by the left. Hands go behind the head, draw the pit of the throat towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, reach the right leg long. Hover it above that mat. Inhale to center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Really firming up through that belly now. Feeling the engagement. If you'd like an option, what you can do is instead of reaching the toes long, just tap it. Inhaling center, tapping down. That's your option. No shame. Do what feels good for your body. Keep pressing the lower back into the earth, firming up through the core. Last full round like this, then we'll add a little twist. This time as you exhale, twist right elbow to left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Just crossing that elbow across that belly towards the opposite knee. And do this at your own pace. One more full round like this. Once you get to the center, inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, make a ball with the body. As you exhale, reach the arms and legs long. You can release the feet to the ground. Inhale, hug it into a ball. Exhale, release. If you want more of a challenge, as you exhale, hover the arms, hover the legs. Inhale, hug it in. Exhale, reach it long. Inhale, hug it in. Exhale, reach it long. Go at your own pace. Option, just like what I was doing at the beginning. Release the head and the arms heavy, then use the core to lift back up. And you're doing this at your own pace. No need to follow me and go with my breaths if you don't want to. Your practice, your time. A few more times. Our last full round. As you inhale, hug it in. Switch the grip to behind the hamstrings. As you exhale, just roll it out, massaging that spine up and down. And on your next roll, just come all the way up. Swing the legs behind you and come back to that tabletop position. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, send it up and back, down dog. Inhale, back to that tabletop. This time, belly down, gaze up. Just eliminating that child's pose this time. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, send it up and back, down dog. One more time like this. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, gaze up. As you exhale, curl the toes, send the knees up, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, left and right. As you inhale, ripple to that plank position. You may need to adjust the position of the hands or the feet. Shoulders are lined under the wrists. You're pressing through the palms, so you're not slumping in those shoulders. Nice and active up here. Slight pinch in the shoulder blades. Deep belly draws up and in. Quads are lifted off of those knees. Heels reach back. The body is active from head to toe. Option, just release those knees. One more round of breath here. As you exhale, send it back to that down dog. One movement, one breath. As you inhale, ripple to that plank. Deep belly still drawn up and in. As you exhale, send it up and back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Pedal out the heels, left and right. We're going to add to this challenge. What are you going to do with it? It's too early to quit. Remember, if you need an option, just come to your knees. Coming to your knees will do the trick. Here we go, guys. Both heels reach towards the mat. As you inhale, ripple to that plank. As you exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees, chaturanga. Inhale, push it up to that plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal off the heels. So it's plank, chaturanga, plank, down dog. It's just a fancy way for me to say do a push-up. Come back to down dog. We'll do that one breath, one movement. As you inhale, come back to that plank. Exhale, glue the elbows towards the outside of the rib cage. Chaturanga hold. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. It's getting a little hard. Twice more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, push. Exhale, down dog. Once more, guys. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Great job. Pedal out the heels, left and right. Both heels reach towards the mat. Draw the chest towards the quads a little bit more. Inhale, look up at the hands. As you exhale, walk the feet forward very slowly. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, root to rise, reverse, swan dive it up. As you exhale, seal the hands to the heart. And then to the side Tadasana. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms reach overhead. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, swan dive forward, then let that head hang heavy. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, head hangs heavy. Plant the palms, bend the knees, step back to that plank option, release the knees down. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward. You can rest on the quads right now if you'd like. And as you exhale, send the hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, look up at the hands, bend the knees, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reverse, swan dive it up. As you exhale, seal the hands to the heart and then to the side. We're pretty warm. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinge from the hips. Let that head hang heavy. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back into a plank or jump into chaturanga lightly. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Try to find space under the quads if you're able to. If not, let the quads rest heavy. As you exhale, curl the toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, pedal out the heels, left and right. Inhale, right toes reach towards the sky. As you exhale, draw the knee towards the chest. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick it up. As you exhale, draw the knee to the chest, then release the foot in between the hands. Release the left knee, left top of foot, and rise into that low lunge. Driving the left hip forward, right hip back. So you see that adjustment? My belly button was pointed to the left side of the room. Come out of the bend, right hip back, left hip forward, belly button's in front. Then take that bend again. So if your belly button's pointed to the left, come out of it. Belly button forward. That should feel good in those hips. One deep inhale here. As you exhale, curl the left toe and rise. High lunge. A few rounds of breath here, staying strong in that right leg. As you exhale, hinge forward, frame the foot with both hands. Send the right leg back, let's flow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. As you exhale, left knee to the chest, plank position. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to chest. Release the foot in between the hands. Release the right knee, right top of foot. Rise into that low lunge. Right hip forward, left hip back. Then take a bend. A few rounds of breath here. As you exhale, curl the right toe, lift the right knee off, engaging the core the entire time, especially that deep belly. Stabilizing and balancing. One more deep breath. As you exhale, frame the foot with both hands, push off through the palms and left leg back, let's flow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky. As you exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to chest. Release the foot in between the hands. Release the left knee, left top of foot, and rise into that low lunge again. If you need more padding under the knee, double roll your mat or find a blanket. Release the shoulders down and away from the ears. One more inhale. As you exhale, curl the left toe, rise it into that high lunge. Inhale, high. As you exhale, bring the hands to prayer position. Start to twist the belly towards the right side of the room until that left elbow can find the outside of that right thigh. Once you have that anchored, twist just a little bit more. Option, if you can't find this, just bring the left hand down to a block or onto the mat, twisting here. This is a little easier twist. Find what works for you. Just because we have options does not mean you're not facing that challenge. We're all different. Accept it and love it. One more deep breath, twisting just a little deeper. As you exhale, untwist, frame the foot with both hands, press off through the palms, send the right foot back, you're in a plank. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. As you exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Inhale, kick, three-legged dog. As you exhale, knee to chest. Draw that deep belly up and in. Last time, release the foot in between the hands, release the right knee. Right top of foot, rise into that low lunge. Right hip forward, left hip back, readjust. Shoulders away from the ears. Still reaching the fingertips high. One more inhale. As you exhale, curl the right toes. Lift the right knee, right heel reaches back. Inhale, reach high. As you exhale, hands to prayer position. Twist the belly towards the left side of the room. Right elbow finds the outside of that left thigh. Once you find that, as you inhale, deepen the twist. As you exhale, reach the right heel back. If this is not available to you, right hand finds a block or that mat, take it to a little easier twist. One more round of breath. As you exhale, lift the right elbow off that left quad, draw it center, frame the foot with both hands, push the left leg back, push through the palms, left leg back. Let's flow again. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. Stay with me. Pedal out the heels, left and right. As you inhale, look forward at the hands, bend the knees, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up. This time, as you exhale, send the hips back like you're sitting in a chair for chair pose. All right, so right now we're rooting through the heels to engage the glutes. Chest is lifted. So if you find yourself like this, hinge forward with the hips. Maybe come out of the bend, bring it up, sink the hips down and back. Chest is lifted, so the heart and eyes should be forward, maybe looking at me, or your drishti, your non-moving point. Then bring the arms up, shoulders away from the ears. So right now we're rooting through the heels, but we're gonna switch that up. So as you inhale, rise onto the ball mounts of the feet, heels are lifted. Exhale, sink it back into the heels. Inhale, rise onto the ball mounts, heels lift. Exhale, root through the heels, send it back just a little deeper. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, release. It's getting a little hard. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, release. One more time, guys. Inhale, tippy toes. As you exhale, release the hands, release the heels. Hands go to the heart, prayer position. Start to twist the belly button towards the right. Left elbow finds the outside of that right quad. As you can see, this left knee is now pitched forward, right knee is back. So what I want you to do, take the right hip forward, realign the knees, and then start to twist. Sink it down. Weight is in the back of the heels. You should be able to lift those toes and wiggle. Twist just a little bit deeper. Start to shift the weight to the right foot, and then step the left leg back. Keep breathing, you got this. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, extend the arms. Twist just a little bit deeper. Bring the hands back to prayer. Lift the left elbow off the right quad. Bring it back to center. Arms go towards the sky, coming into that high lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, shift the belly button to the left side. Arms go front and back for warrior two. Align the front heel with the back instep and press the outside of this right quad towards the back of the room, opening up that right hip. Release the shoulders down and away from the ears. And recatch your breath. Drishti over that middle finger. Inhale, reach the right arm forward, flip the palm. As you exhale, send it up and back for that reverse warrior. I invite you to play with the position of the upper body. So if you find the shoulders rounded, start to draw the heart towards the sky. Open up the shoulder. See if that feels better. If it doesn't, you can come back. I like this a little bit more. Keep bending through that right knee. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, come back into warrior two. Reach forward when you can reach no more. Right hand finds the mat or the block as the left arm extends forward. Left tricep and bicep over that left ear. Right elbow pressing gently against that right hip, right inner thigh to open up that right hip. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, release the left hand down. Come off of the left heel and just wiggle that right foot, heel toe it to about mat distance. Release the left knee, left top of foot, send the belly towards that right inner thigh, coming into lizard pose. So you can have the right foot, right sole of the foot on the mat, or you can roll over onto the outside of the right foot. If that feels uncomfortable, you can grab a blanket or something to cushion this part of the foot, or just bring it back. Totally cool. Right hand finds the right inner thigh. Inhale, twist the belly towards the right side. As you exhale, try to sink that left hip a little bit more. It's adding a little twist to our lizard. You should be able to see your left toes. We'll be here for about 20 more seconds, so just enjoy it. One more round of breath. As you exhale, slowly twist it back to center. Heel toe the right foot back to the center of the mat. Curl the left toe under, lift the left knee off the mat. Frame that foot with both hands. Send it back to a plank. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at the hands, bend the knees, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up. As you exhale, sink those hips back, rooting through those heels. Keep the chest lifted, eyes are forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, tippy toes. This time as you exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, release to the heels. Inhale, tippies. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale it up. Exhale, release the heels. Hands come to heart center, prayer position. Twist from the belly. Right elbow finds the left outer thigh. If that's not accessible to you, you can just hold it center. If you can, try to anchor that elbow against that outer thigh. You may find that the right knee pops forward, left hip goes back. Just take the right hip back, left hip forward, realign the knees. Every inhale, twist just a little bit more. Start to shift the weight of the foot. Weight into the left side of the foot. Then very slowly take the right foot back into that revolved twisted lunge. If this is too intense for you, you can take the right hand to the mat. One more deep inhale, twisting from that belly. As you exhale, extend the arms long. Inhale, back to prayer. As you exhale, release the right elbow off of that right leg. Twist it to center and come into that high lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, release the right heel. Warrior two. Aligning front heel with back instep. Shoulders away from the ears. A little lower in that left leg. Press the back of the left leg towards the left side of the room, opening up that hip. And breathe. As you inhale, reach forward, flip the palm. As you exhale, exalt that warrior up and back. Play with the position of the upper body. Maybe you like it right here. Maybe you like it the shoulders open. Inhale back into warrior two. Reach when you can reach no more. Left hand finds a block or the mat as the right arm extends forward. Pressing the left elbow against that left inner thigh to open up the left hips. Gaze can be up or down, up to you. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, come onto the right ball mat of the foot. Heel toe the left foot over to the left side of the mat. Release the right knee, right top of foot. Right hand goes onto the mat. Start to take the right hip forward, left hip back. Maybe coming onto the outside of that left foot for a little twisted lizard. Start to twist the belly button towards the left side of the room instead of coming to our forearms. Just adding to that twist, releasing the right hip. Oh, and you should feel something glorious happening right through here. We can all feel this pose in different parts. I feel it all on my IT band, my left hip, and the front of that right hip. On your next inhale, slowly unwind. Heel toe the left foot back to the center of the mat. Curl the right toe under, off the right knee. Frame that left foot with both hands. Come back into a plank. Let's flow. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky. As you exhale, hug the right knee in towards the chest before releasing it in between the foot. Inhale to that high lunge. Hold here, sink it just a little bit lower. Start to root through all four corners of that right foot. Hinge the heart over the right knee and slowly kick the left foot long, coming into warrior three. If you need an option, release the hands behind or keep the toe grounded. Flexing the left foot, pushing it against that back wall. As you inhale, hug it in center. Left knee rises to that chest. As you exhale, take the outside of that right ankle towards the right quad. So just like the beginning of class, in a nice figure four position, drawing the outside of that left leg towards the back of the room. You may need a wall here, so if you don't have a wall handy, go find one right now. The wall is there for you, for support, emotionally, mentally, physically. Have it there. I always like to have a wall next to me. As you inhale, spine long. As you exhale, send those hip points back and down, just like you're coming to that chair pose. Hands can come to heart center. Sink, sink, sink. When you can sink no more, start to release the heart, release the fingertips to the mat, and forward fold. Taking a few deep breaths here. When we come out of this pose, it's the hardest part. You really have to engage through the core to lift. So let's start the process right now. Draw the hands to the heart, prayer position, lifting off from the inside of that left leg. Lift the chest till you come back into that standing pigeon. Inhale, arms long, left knee to the chest. As you exhale, step it back into that high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, frame the foot with both hands, press through the palms, send the right leg back here in a plank. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. As you exhale, draw the knee towards the chest. Then release it in between the hands. Rise into that high lunge. Start to ground through all four corners of that left foot. Hinge the upper body forward. And when you're ready, just push off through that left foot, releasing the right foot back. Hands going long, option, come into that airplane position or release the toes. Up to you. Let's fly today. Let's get rid of those training wheels. But if you need something, that wall is there. You are still challenged. Keep pressing that right foot against the back of the wall. As you inhale, draw the right knee towards the chest. And as you exhale, cross the right ankle over that left quad. Open up through that right hip. Bring the hands to the hips to help visualize this. So inhale, spine long. As you exhale, send both hip points back at the same time. Back, 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 back. Back and down, back and down. When you can go no farther, take the hands to prayer position, pressing through the palms. Focus the gaze. You can stay up here, or you can start to hinge from the hips, releasing the fingertips to the mat or the block. Crown, rest heavy. So you should be able to give yourself some yeses and nos, and even though we are balancing, you should feel a nice release along the right side of this hip. So if you're wiggling along that left ankle, grab a block. It's there. It's there to help you. Props are not there to discourage. They are help you there to advance, to feel something that maybe you couldn't feel without it. I have really short arms, so some poses I cannot do without blocks. So try it out. Try it out. Coming out of this pose is the hardest. So start to firm up through the core. Root through that left heel and feel yourself lift off that right leg. Hands go back to heart center and slowly rise. Inhale, right knee to the chest. As you exhale, send it back to that high lunge. Hinge it forward. Frame the foot with both hands. Send it back into a plank. Let's flow. Inhale, crown forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at the hands, bend the knees, float or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. As you exhale, seal the hands to the heart. And then to the side, Tadasana. Start your ground through both feet, all four corners. Start to visualize yourself, whatever you were visualizing at the beginning of class, what your challenge was. Visualize yourself breaking free of that challenge, overcoming that challenge, and the feeling you had when you did that. Let the eyes close and soften, and feel the balance come off just a little. Then re-engage the core, keeping the eyes soft. And just hold here, deepening the inhale and exhale. So you guys knew this was coming by the name of this flow. I'm going to show you a way to do it without even having that fear of falling first. And then on the other side, I'll do it without it. So if you have a block, press pause, grab it now. You may have it handy. If you don't have a block, in my crow tutorial, I used an Amazon box, an Amazon cardboard box. So find something with a little give to it. Maybe even a book, a paperback book would do the trick, a couple paperback books. Just not like a cement block, that wouldn't be very good. Something with a little give to it, y'all figure it out. Here's our challenge. Start to heel toe the right foot to the center of your mat. Root through all four corners of that right foot. Inhale the left knee towards the chest. As you exhale, open up that left hip. Cross the outside of that left ankle over the right quad. Bring the hands to the hips and start to hinge it back to that standing pigeon or figure four. Grab your block. Place it right in front of the head. So if this is a little scary to you, you may want to work on crow, but let's try it out. It's exactly like crow. So if you can do crow, you can definitely do this pose. I know. We just got to figure out kind of where to put stuff is the confusing part. So you want to be able to press the hands into the mat. So if you can't find this position, grab a set of blocks. One block under each hand. That'll give you a little more room to work with. So That's first. You have to be able to ground the palms onto the mat in this position. If not, stack the blocks high. We'll get you up here. Okay. Find your block. Start to bend through the right knee. With this left toe, you will be anchoring this left toe. Say hello to your left toe because it's coming right by your face. You're going to be anchoring that right around the right tricep, even towards the right bicep. So this is what it looks like. I'm keeping this right foot active, dorsiflexing the whole time, wrapping it along my right arm. This right elbow goes right underneath my right foot. So this is what it looks like right here. My left tricep will go right underneath my left shin, just not directly on that left knee, a little towards the center. Okay, my right leg's burning now. So root through those palms, spread the fingertips wide, curl the right toes around, bend those elbows, and then this is your starting position. So now you're balancing. So this is scary. You may lift forward. So you can place that head onto the block, then lift the right toes. And then maybe wiggle up. And if you fall back. You will not fall on your head this time. Surefire way to not fall on your head because that's where we're starting. All right. If you have a hold of it, hold it there. Show you guys what it looks like without the block. Spread those fingers wide, anchor the right toe, left toe, and then lift. You can keep the right knee in, or you can start to extend it. And then slowly release. Release the left knee beside the right, and slowly start to sit back on those heels. Opening up through the hips, knees splaying out to the side. We got to do the other side. So start to release the legs long. Let's grab opposite elbow, opposite hand, and just sway left and right. Deepening the breath. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reverse swan, dive it up. As you exhale, seal the hands to the heart and then to the side, Tadasana. Well, guys, we have to do the other side now. So bring the left foot to the center. Spread the toes wide and then plant the toes down. You're rooting through all four corners of that left foot. Firm up through the belly and lift the right knee towards the chest. Flexing the right toes towards that shin. Inhale, spine long. As you exhale, open up that right hip. Right outer ankle crosses over that left quad. Hands go to the hips. Start to hinge it back, hinge it back, hinge it back. And then start to forward fold. Releasing the chest right above that right leg. And you may need to readjust that foot. Remember, you need to anchor those left toes along that left arm, right elbow underneath here, left elbow underneath that left foot. It's all a balancing act. If you need this block, place it right in front of your head. My right hip's a little tighter. This side is a little more challenging for me. So start to hinge forward. Spread the fingertips wide. Press through the palms. Then slowly start to lift the left toes off. When you're ready, slowly release. Feet go mat width. Grab opposite elbow, opposite hand, and sway it back and forth. So if you felt uneasy doing that, grab your block. And if you still were like, I could not figure out the position of my legs, work on opening the hips, maybe trying crow pose for a little bit, and you'll get this in no time. What I did not do, I did not extend my legs long. Once I got in the pose, I was able to lift my back leg off, but some days we can only take the challenge so far. So always honor your body with anything that I say. And I knew my limit. So what Orange Theory Fitness will do to you. Alright guys. Slowly start to walk the hands forward. Release the right foot. Bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Right ankle behind, left ankle behind the right hand. Draw the right knee back, lift for that high pigeon, right hip forward, left hip back. And then when you're ready, just bring it low. Make this a nice, relaxing pose, maybe resting the head on a block or the mat if it feels comfortable. We'll be here for about another 30 seconds. Slowly push off through the forearms, come back to the hands, press off through the palms, curl the right toe under, lift the right knee off, and send that left leg back. Take the right knee behind that right wrist, left ankle behind the left, lift that left knee up, and just bring it back just a little, feel the right hip go back, left hip go forward. If you need to twist a little at the belly, that'll help do it. And when you're ready, slowly bring it down to the ground, head resting on the block or on the mat if it feels good. Deepening the breath. Feeling the benefits of this relaxing pose. Maybe relaxing. You have tight hips? Probably not. But you need it, so don't get out of it. Where do you go when you feel lonely? Waiting on the other side. A few more rounds of breath. Get to know the sounds and all the signs, 'cause you only know it's right. Slowly make your way up by pressing off through the forearms. Come back to the hands. Curl the left toe under, lift the left knee up. Send it back into a plank, and then release the knees, cross at the ankles, and slowly sit back. Scoot yourself forward and grab a hold of the backs of the hamstrings and slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time, taking the knees with you. Lift the right sole of the foot to the sky, followed by the left. Hands coming to the outside of the feet, elbows to the inside of those legs as you inhale. Open up the hips as you exhale, draw the knees to the ground. And do that a few times. And then maybe rock it side to side. So we're coming to a close in our class today. So what did you do with the challenge? Because that's a hard pose. Some days I got it, some days I don't. And that is okay. When you conquer a challenge, it feels good. It does. But when you don't, that's your time to shine, to keep practicing, keep grinding, and keep doing it. One day, you'll surprise yourself for sure. It's okay if you don't get it. Be happy with being yourself, being imperfect, accepting. But go with it. Release the feet, draw the knees in towards the chest, draw the chin towards the chest, make yourself up into a ball. As you exhale, release the feet, release the arms long, and draw the hands to the side, palms face up, legs splaying out to the side, coming into your final resting pose. Letting the mind completely stop and appreciate what your body just did.
Get to know what's underneath me, and these eclipses in my mind. Where do you go when you feel lonely? Waiting on the other side. Get to know the sounds and all the signs, 'cause you only know it's right. Get to know it when you're in the light, 'cause we only know we try, we try. When you hold your head in a shoecase, when you're caught in the rat race, when your whole life fits in a suitcase, open your door to a new face, nothing that you see but a wet ace, looking out for the next
Start to awaken the body by wiggling the fingers and wiggling the toes. Before doing anything else, take a deep and expansive breath into the lungs. And as you exhale, feel the shoulder blades draw away and melt into the mat. So inhale into the lungs. As you exhale, feel the shoulder blades draw together, shoulders rolling to the mat. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Continue your normal inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, roll over onto your most comfortable side, pausing there for a brief moment, keeping the eyes nice and soft. Slowly push through the outside palm, come into a nice seated comfortable position. Coming to a close in our practice, bring the hands to the heart center or right on tops of the knees. The next time you're faced with a challenge, will you grind and persevere, or will you quit? Neither is right or wrong. It's your story. You call the shots. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It was an honor sharing my practice with you. Thank you for sharing yours with me. Even though I can't see you, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want so I can give it to you. Namaste, guys.